Now, let's look at question 9. We want to find out the fourth root of negative 4 to the fourth power. Negative. And we know that negative 4 to the fourth power is negative 4 times negative 4, negative 4, 4 times. And then you choose the fourth root. So you know here negative, negative is positive. For the third negative, you get negative, but the fourth one is negative as well. So eventually you will get positive. So you know that's actually 4 to the fourth. And then you know this will be 4. So it's positive 4. And here should be the second one. Third one is negative, not correct. And this one is not correct because negative 4 choose the absolute value is positive 4, and you put negative in front of positive 4, you still get negative 4. This one is not correct. So the answer is second choice. Let's look at question 10. Question 10 is different now. Previously, we know 4 squared is 4 times 4 is 16. And when you go back from 16 to 4, you do radical what? You do radical 16 equals 4. Okay. Here, if you do 4 to the negative, 4 to the fractional number, 1/2, then it's actually, here the index is 2. And since index is 2, you do not have to write. So you actually get 2. And from here, we want to be clear. If it's an integer, so you do this way, 4 times 4 twice. If you do fraction, 2 down on denominator, on the exponent, you choose the square root. So sometimes, you know, I do in your calculator, when you do the square root, you do 4 arrow up to then that's 16 on your calculator. How about this one? This one you do 4 arrow up to be 1/2. And you know 4 to the 1/2 is 0.5. So you still get 2. Here is the calculator. You see, turn it on. 4, you do arrow up, squared. Of course, 4 you can also do squared in this way. There are 2 ways. But how about 4 choose the square root? You may do 1/2 here, 1 divided by 2. I put 2 brackets there, should be 1. 4 arrow 1 divided by 2, 1 brackets. That's 2. You may also do 4.5 here on the exponent, because you know 1/2 is 0.5. You also get 2. Okay? So this is the way to do the square root. The answer for question 10 then would be easier as 144 arrow 0.5. That's 12. So the answer is the fourth choice. So 144 to the 1/2 on your calculator is 144. You do arrow up like that. Or you do 144 arrow up 0.5. You will get 12. Mathematically, you know 144 to the 1/2 is 144 choose the square root. There was an index 2 here, but you do not have to write when it is 2, so you still get 12. Okay? All right, now let's look at question 11. Question 11, got to use the black marker. And we can see negative, and then 16 to the 1/4. Basically, that means is negative outside of this 16 to the 1/4. So you leave the negative alone. And you know inside is fourth root of 16. That's fourth root of 2 to the 4th. Because 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 4 times, you get 16. So this one will give you answer 2. So you put 2 there, but there is a negative in front of it. So you put negative in front of it. And the answer will be negative 2. Which one is that? The fourth one. Okay. Question 12. Question 12. We have a cube root of 95. By definition, that will be 95 to the exponent 1/3. That's it. You cannot do more. So in this case, it's the fourth choice. This is 12? Yeah, previously we did 11. This is 12. So we are done with 12. Now let's look at question 13. Question 13, you have an 8th root of x times y squared. You know, that will be like x times y squared with parentheses to the 1/8. So in this case, the second one is the choice. Okay? You may do more, but it's not really necessary. Be careful with 1/8 x on both x and y squared. That will be 2 times 1/8. Then here you get it's x to the 1/8 and y to the 1/4. Because 2 is really 2 over 1 here. And you can cancel common factor 2, you got that. But here, in your choice, there is no one like this. Here is x to the 1/8, but y, the exponent is not correct. Okay, here is totally wrong. Because xy squared, then to the 8th power is different. Is xy squared times itself 8 times. Okay, and this one is not correct as well. Okay, now question 14. Question 14, we know that we have a 125 to the exponent 2/3. That's really you do is choose the cube root of 125 and then squared. And you know 5 cubed is 125 because that's what? 5 times 5 times 5, 3 times. Okay? 5 times 5 is 25, times another 5 is 125. So you know inside, when you choose the cube root of 125, then you'll get 5. There was a square outside, you put over there. So the answer is 25. That would be the third one. Okay. Now, question 15. Question 15, we want to use radical notation to rewrite the expression and simplify if possible. So here we do is we are given an expression with the rational exponent. And here 9 is done on denominator, so that will be the index number for the radical sign. And inside is x times y to the 8th power. So the second one will be the choice. The first one is not, because exponent for the x is 1, is not 8. And here 8, x on both x and y. And here it did opposite thing. Here 8 on numerator is not really the index. We have to translate this index is from denominator 9. So it should be the second one, not this one. And this is totally wrong. Okay, now let's look at 16. Question 16. We have 81. Let me write the question number first. 16. 16, we have 81 to the negative exponent. Recall, for the negative exponent, the first step you want to get negative sign is you put 1 on numerator. Down on denominator, you just have a positive exponent. That's the way to do it. Recall why we did in this way yourself. Previously, you know, we did this one. How to get rid of this negative sign. If you do not remember, then you know here you just doing this way all the time. Negative exponent change to positive exponent. Put one on denominator and then put one on numerator and then down denominator, you just write positive exponent. That's it. And then we know on denominator is really radical 81. And we know actually here is 2 if you want to write. But since this is 2, index is 2, we do not have to write. Radical 81 we know is 9 because 9 squared is 81. So final answer is the second choice, 1/9. All right? Okay, see you next time.